What up, everybody? This is Houston Sports Social back at it again with episode 49. 49 episodes in the book. We're doing it a bit different today due to the flooding that I'm sure most of you all know that happened in Houston over the past couple of days. The place where we normally shoot is flooded out. We weren't able to shoot today, so I figured I'd take it alone. Shamir is unfortunately out today, but we might contact him later on in the show. So I'm writing solo dolo today, so it might be a little rough. Bear with me. I'm just going to go through the normal routine and get the information to you that I have. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead. My name is Justin again. We got a good episode for you today. Lots of Texans news, recap on the season so far, and we'll talk about those first two games. And without further ado, we'll talk about the Texans. We have some NFL news. We got the Rockets training camp approaching, so we got some news coming out of there. We've got NBA news, and then we've got some Astros news. Season is wrapping up. We're almost in the playoffs now. Then we're going to approach the UFC, and then just some other stuff going on around the league. So without further ado, let's get it started. This is coming per ESPN. It says Titus Howard, the left guard from the Houston Texans, is tied for the best pass blocking win rate at 100% in the guard position. As you all may know, I in particular was not very optimistic about this line. I saw it being a catastrophe, a big old clusterfuck, but to see something like this is actually pretty optimistic. Now, there is a distinct difference between run blocking and pass blocking. Deshaun Watson was sacked, I think, 4 times in the Saints game and a couple more times in the Jaguars game. So it's still a work in progress, but something that I did notice is that Carlos Hyde is averaging 5.6 yards per game, and Duke Johnson is averaging 5.9 yards per game, which is actually pretty impressive. Just given the prognosis of this offensive line. So when you're run blocking, you're actually engaging the defensive linemen, linebackers, whoever's coming at you, and you're kind of pushing them forward. Now, when you're pass blocking, you're pushing them, but you're staying at your base and you're keeping them away from your quarterback, and you have to keep them off for a significant amount of time. So with that being said, it's two different things. Our run blocking is doing really well, and the statistics show, but our pass blocking, of course, it still needs a little work with the sacks that Deshaun has taken. So we'll further monitor that. We got a game versus the Chargers coming up. They're not any slouches. They got Joey Bosa in there. They've got Eddie Jackson back there in the backfield. So we'll see how they carry on moving forward. Another interesting news from the Texans. The Texans have forced a turnover in 15 consecutive games, which is the longest active streak in the NFL by 7 games. You wouldn't think it based on how the defense has played the past few years, past few seasons. But, man, that's for 15 consecutive games, which is the longest streak. So that just shows our defense, it may bend, but it doesn't break, and we're always pretty good in the turnover game. So hopefully they can force a few out of Phillip Rivers, a eventual Pro Football Hall of Famer. So we'll see how it goes. They're still without Melvin Gordon, so we don't have that to worry about. But still, Phillip Rivers is a force to be reckoned with. So we'll follow that up and see how that goes, and we'll have that for you next week. And also, Whitney Mercilus had a game against the Jaguars last week. He actually won AFC Player of the Week this week, so congratulations to Whitney Mercilus. I feel like he's more in his natural role now that Jadeveon Clowney is out, because I just feel like he was the odd man out when it was J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. Now that he has, more freedom to do what he does, which is be a true outside linebacker and rush the passer and mess with the running scheme of the other offense. I guess you just let the leash loose a little bit and let him do his thing. So congrats to Whitney Mercilus. Hopefully he carries that over into the Chargers game, because we'll definitely need it, right? And wrapping up Texans news, Texans rookie cornerback Lonnie Johnson Jr. deeply saddened by the recent drowning of 14-year-old Curtis Walton, a high school football player from his hometown of Gary, Indiana. Lonnie has reached out to the family and paid for the funeral. This is coming from Mark Berman from Fox 26. Solid dude this Lonnie Johnson is, man. He had a really crucial pass breakup against the Jaguars, so hopefully he's our future, because Jonathan Joseph, I feel like, is on his back nine, and cornerback is a position that we really need to shore up and build with young cats instead of taking other people's, hand-me-downs and stuff. But we'll see. Texans, y'all know, if y'all listen to the past episodes, that me and Shamir had a bet going on to see whose prediction of the Texans record would be most accurate. I had it at 8-8, and he had it at, I think, 7-9, I believe it was. But they're exceeding expectations, and I'm actually really impressed by it. So we'll see how it goes, man. I'm very eager to find out how this team goes, because I feel like our offense is a lot better, especially against the Saints game. Look who's calling. Give me 1 second, guys. Hello, what's up, dude? It's good to hear you, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, dude. I'm playing Borderlands 3 right now. It's a game that, in a long while, that made me stay up all night.
Borderlands 3? How's it going?
Yeah, bro. It's going good.
How deep in the game are you?
I'm still, in the middle, I guess, right now. Not very high level right now, but still, I'm having fun playing it right now.
You having fun? That's good. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah. So, just hurry and get to the questions that you want to ask me.
Okay, cool. We just got to the Antonio Brown thing, Pro Football Talk. Antonio Brown has been cut by the Patriots. What are your thoughts? I just want to hear what your thoughts are on the matter.
I mean, he kind of got what he deserved, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I didn't believe the first allegation or whatever.
Okay.
But no. But, the second allegation, it's kind of funny. It's because I can kind of see him doing that. You know what I mean? Because the first allegation, the timing of it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
No, it was really weird. It's it just as a coincidence. But the second one, I can kind of see it doing. And then they have evidence, and text message proof.
You know what my thing
is? And
there's
a picture of her kids or whatever, right?
Yeah. You know what my thing is?
He got what he deserved.
Yeah, for sure. But my thing is, he tagged. I mean, in the group message, he had his lawyer, his personal assistant, another buddy of his, and the victim.
Right.
And he's talking shit about the victim, and he's trying to threaten the victim. And he has the victim in the conversation right now. Does that make any sense?
The only sense that it makes is that he's a fucking dumbass.
Honestly, dude, okay, so I was thinking long and hard about this after we were discussing this earlier. Remember that hit that Vontaze Burfict had on him that knocked him out?
Right.
I think this all started from that. Because look, the Patriots have had to deal with more off-field issues in the past week than the Steelers have had to deal with in the 9 years that Antonio Brown was there. Think about that. He's been there for 9 years. He was there for 9 years. And look how crazy this is happening. And I feel like it all probably stems from that hit, because he was literally knocked out. And I think CTE and mental health, could play a role in this. I mean, it's viable if they looked into it, maybe.
Definitely mental health.
Definitely, you think so? I mean, he even tweeted back.
I don't know.
He even tweeted it back at the Patriots. He said, "Thank you for the opportunity at Patriots. #GoWinIt." So I guess he's wishing them well. What?
I guess, but it's he's not going to badmouth the Patriots.
Yeah.
He's not going to badmouth the Patriots.
You're not. Definitely. You don't want to cut that. You don't want to cut that bridge.
This is not the Steelers. This is not the Raiders. The freaking Raiders. These are the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
You're not going to just badmouth the Patriots.
Absolutely.
And just think you're going to come out unscathed.
Yeah. I completely agree. You know what's also crazy? Your boy Field Yates, the guy whose name I will never cease to be amazed by. He says, this is a tweet coming September 20th.
was really into football.
Yeah, I know, right? Football Field and Yates. He says if Antonio Brown does not wind up receiving his $9 million signing bonus from the Patriots, the first $5 million was due to be paid on Monday. He will go from a $30 million guarantee in March to $9 million guaranteed to just $158,333 made for 2019. He literally just shat away all that money. I mean, 158K is still a lot of money. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was like
compared
peanuts.
to the 15,
30
increase to the 9. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money that he just pissed away because he couldn't. Dude, honestly, I was telling you, like, this dude literally could have kept his mouth shut and just rode the wave to the title. He could have had a ring for nothing. Literally, just let Tom Brady take over.
Of course, it's hard for him to do that. It's hard for him to do that.
Why?
It's called the Kanye West syndrome. What? Once you get all this kind of money, and you have all these yes men around you, that pretty much tell you like you're the greatest of all time. Like,
do you think that's what it is? They just stroked his ego?
No, of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, you got Kanye West that does it. You got Donald Trump that does it.
Okay.
You have who else? Oh, you kind of had Terrell Owens for a little bit that did it.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot of people to like a lesser extent, but still, it's just like you remember when Justin Bieber was just like freaking insane? Yeah, that right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have a question for you. I remember when I asked this question a couple of weeks ago when it hadn't gotten this bad with Antonio Brown. I said, is he better or worse than Terrell Owens right now? Now, with all of this coming to light, you think Antonio Brown's worse?
Yeah.
Like significantly?
I would say Antonio Brown is worse.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Antonio Brown is worse.
Antonio Brown is worse. Yeah.
Like, I don't even think, like, it's even comparison. Like, because, like, yes, Terrell Owens was like a big baby and caused a lot of drama, but he still played.
He produced, yeah.
And he produced results.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown could have produced results, but scandals got him kicked out, and then he got himself kicked out off of one team. Well, 2 teams actually.
2 teams, yep. And it's crazy. This comes from Sports Center on Twitter. Adam Schefter says the Patriots' release of Antonio Brown could be, quote, the kiss of death. What do you think about that? Like, who do you think?
Sorry. Can you repeat that one, please?
He says Adam Schefter says the Patriots' release of Antonio Brown could be a kiss of death.
Oh, just the end of his career?
What do you think about that? Do you think that's reasonable?
I doubt it. I doubt it because if they get this whole scandal BS, done with, he'll be back in the league. Like there'll probably be some teams that would want him.
Like who do you think would take him at this point?
Jets, Jaguars.
A lot of people were actually saying the Jets. It's actually really funny that you say that. A lot of people thought because their star or best wide receiver right now is Robbie Anderson. And a lot of people, they say, on a good team, Robbie Anderson would only be a wide receiver 3 on good teams.
I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point. You know what I mean? And so, and wrapping this up, Adam Schefter actually tweeted out the Antonio Brown timeline. This actually gets everything chronologically put. Let me read this out for you guys. July.
How many people did he have working on this?
Exactly. Jeez. They had a lot of... Dude, this is like sensational news, man. Yes. This is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Like, my God, just like we have nothing else to do, really?
Exactly. Exactly. They're busy over there at ESPN, man. But they say July, placed on non-football injury list, frostbite on feet from cryotherapy. In August, he missed Raiders trading camp practices due to helmet grievances. September 4th, he posted fines for missing practice, had confrontation with GM Mike Mayock. September 7th, released from the Raiders after an IG post asking for his release. September 8th, signs with the Patriots. September 10th, former trainer accuses Brown of sexual assault. And September 16th, Sports Illustrated article reports second incident involving sexual misconduct. Dude, that's a small amount of time for you to ruin your whole career. I just don't understand it. I don't think I ever will. I really don't.
I feel like people forget that we live in the age of social media.
Yeah. And those posts have consequences
news
too.
Spreads like wildfire.
Yeah,
like,
and those
actually faster.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. And these posts have consequences too. Like the internet never like forgets. You know what I mean? That's why you see, like we were talking about, in the whole the era of cancellations. People will literally dig up like stuff that you posted from like 8-10 years ago, and they'll use that against you. So when you're saying dumb shit like this, like, dude, they'll find it. Even if you delete it, they'll still find it.
Oh yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean, I could keep talking more about that, but it's really a done deal, man. Like as soon as like this is all like regulated for them.
Yeah.
I could see them still back in the league because the NFL, like the NFL is just trying to make money. So,
of course,
they still let freaking wife beaters and still let them play as long as they can still make money.
Exactly, and it's all about money. It's all about literally all about money.
It's all about money. Yeah, fuck morals.
Morals don't pay the checks, right?
Exactly.
It's a crazy world out there, and we're all just living in it.
Right.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on that Antonio Brown stuff with you. If you want to stick around, for a little bit? You gotta go.
I can stick around for a little bit.
All right, cool. Just let me know when you
on pause.
Yeah, I got you. This is coming from Michael Rosenberg. He says, at least one concussion per year, cannabis after every game, a losing organization that wore him out. My story on Calvin Johnson, and when a check is not just a check. This dude, he said he had Calvin Johnson, Megatron, said he had at least one concussion per year, and he smoked weed after every single game, and the organization wore him out. The Detroit Lions.
and freaking people wonder why he retired so early.
Like
concussion a year? Yeah.
Every single year. And there's like a picture looking at his fingers, and his fingers are all jacked up, dude. Like his right ring finger is like, it's going up straight, and then it just curves to the right. Or to the left.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you think, like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it helps with the pain, man, I'm all for it. Like, honestly, these players, they're especially like the linemen and stuff, it's like a car crash every single down, right?
Yeah.
And whatever they need to help with the pain, I mean.
But like, here's the thing. Like, you go in knowing, like, this is a dangerous sport.
Yeah, of course.
And, like, it's honestly like a double-edged sword. So you make the game safer, and like people could start complaining about, well, the game isn't what it used to be.
Yeah.
And then you have this whole conversation about like what even is the essence of football anymore?
Exactly.
Like you have to get hit, and throw and run the ball and catch the ball and all that. And
that's why you get the big bucks, because they realize.
Yeah, exactly. And all of those, you gonna get hurt.
Exactly.
That's it. You're gonna get hurt regardless. Like, I don't care what you say. You're gonna get hurt.
Exactly.
And I personally think nothing really makes it worth it, because it's like if your brain just gets effed up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly, these guys need more money.
They do.
I'm just going to say.
And I mean, these teams aren't like at a loss. Like, they're all making profits.
Right. Yes, exactly. Like, the NFL should be on par. Actually, they should be farther ahead than the NBA as far as like paying.
Exactly. In baseball, even baseball,
players.
Even baseball.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're getting.
But the thing is, I can't say baseball because baseball's been around for a very long time.
Okay, but still, the sport with the least amount of contact is getting the most amount of money. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. That's
true. I absolutely, I agree with that.
So
I agree with that. Yeah, these guys need to get paid.
Exactly, and the composite, and that's why, like, a lot of people, when they're rooting for their team, they want all the players to be, team guys. They want them to take hometown discounts. They want them to, just suck it up and play, But they don't realize, like, dude, the shelf life on these guys is not that long.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
not that long.
Pretty much anybody that says, "Oh, suck up and play," it's like, bitch, you're not out there. You're not putting your freaking body on the line.
Exactly.
Shut up.
And these things, like the surgeries and all that stuff, post-career, like when you're dealing with it after football, like, it's not cheap. And they only take care of you to a certain extent, you know. When you're not their property anymore, it's like they're not. It's just like when you lease a car, right? When you lease a car, you're still owned by the dealership, kind of, right?
With the analogies. Okay.
No, exactly. And then when you have their property, when they own the car, they'll pay for your oil change. They'll pay for your tune-ups and all that stuff, right? But the moment you buy it, and it's yours and you're on your own, they don't give two shits about that car.
Oh, you talking about when you pay off your car note?
Yeah, exactly. They don't give two shits about what you do with that car. If you got a flat tire, oh, tough shit. You know, deal with it on your own, right? It's just like that.
Right.
When you're not playing for their team, when they're done using you, and you don't...
Fuck them.
Right. Exactly. They throw them to the wayside. So that's what I'm all for, players getting their money. Now, when you go the AB route and you do it in certain means and ways, it's kind of shitty. I mean, of course, but...
It's funny because he tried to manipulate the system.
He tried.
And then... but he still got bit in the ass because he couldn't keep his freaking mouth shut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, keep his mouth shut and just keep it in his pants and not doing dumb shit. Like, it's just so much he could have just not done.
Yeah, and he would have been fine, right?
Yeah. He would have been fine. Like, I do not understand this guy at all.
I don't. I really don't. I'm waiting for this 30 for 30 documentary on ESPN to, like, talk about his life and, like, the meltdown that is Antonio Brown. That would be such.
That would probably be like the most watched 30 for 30 ever.
Oh, absolutely.
Straight up. Because everybody wants to know what happened with this dude, man.
Right, and it's just one of the craziest careers in recent days that I can think of, at least. But yeah, man, I don't know what else to say about him. But yeah, moving on from that, do you have anything more to say about Antonio Brown?
Fuck him.
Fuck.
That's legit, man. I don't like him as a person.
Gotcha.
I really don't like him as a person.
All right, well, then we'll move on to a different person. This is coming per Ian Rappaport. Cornerback Jalen Ramsey may have played his last down in Jacksonville with trade talks looming.
Hey, by the way, I just want to point out that I'm a fucking guest on my show. That's all I want to point out. I'm a fucking guest on the show that we created together, and I'm a fucking guest. What are you trying to do? You trying to edge me out, bro?
Yes.
You trying to fucking edge me out, you
This
bastard?
is all part of the plan, the master plan. Nah, man, ain't no edging out, man. I was telling them earlier about the floods that happened down in Houston, man, and how, it affected the place where we usually shoot. Do you have any stories about the flood? Like, how was it in your experience? Like,
of course, not as bad as Harvey.
Yeah.
But it's still like, and I'm pretty sure not just for me, but for a lot of people, it brought back like flashbacks. Like, dang, how much is it really going to rain right now?
Exactly.
Like, is it going to get flooded? Because I stay on the southwest, so
yeah, we both.
Brazewood's starting to flood. Over there by the bayou, so that's about to overflow. I mean, they made it bigger.
Yeah.
And a lot of houses on Brazewood have been raised.
Yeah.
But I mean, eventually, dude, that water gets so high that you raising your house isn't going to matter, because when you were freaking smart enough to get a house by the freaking bayou, but that always floods.
It always, every single time, always. But
every single time.
Yeah, man, but, it was just crazy how it came, flooded the city, and then drained out so fast by the afternoon time, right? Like, it just came and slapped us around for a little bit, and then just went away. It was crazy. I was trapped at work for a little bit, just with the high water and everything off the Beltway, so it was crazy. Yeah, man, but it all cleared out, which is good. That's always nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Mother Nature showing us who's boss.
Showing her teeth, for sure.
Mm-hmm. But hey, I'm still here, bitch. I'm still here. You not see what I just been doing some little islands?
Shoot, man.
Hell?
Yeah, it's going to take a lot more than that, shoot. But, yeah, man, I'm glad whoever's out there that's listening, I hope you're all okay from this little flash flood that we had. It was crazy just looking at all the cars piled up, trying to get out of the water and stuff. But, yeah, man, Houston will rebuild. It always does. But, yeah, sorry, we went on a little tangent. Let's talk about Jalen Ramsey a little bit. This comes from Ian Rappaport. Jaguars cornerback Jalen Ramsey may have played his last down in Jacksonville with trade talks looming, but it's worth noting that owner Shad Khan loves him and wants to play him. I think that might be their best play right now. He wants to get paid, and he's literally one of the best free agent not free agent, but best cornerbacks that's going to go on the market. Honestly, I don't see them improving at all without him. Recent reports are talking about the Chiefs are trying to scoop him up, which I could see because outside of Tyrann Mathieu, they're not a great defense. Their best defense on the Chiefs is their offense. So, I mean, maybe they want to get...
we both know that, we both know Tyrann Mathieu is not doing so hot right now.
Exactly. So. Not really playing up to his contract, so... we'll monitor that. That's a division rival. We'll see if they sign him. Per Ian Rappaport again, he says the Chiefs, Ravens, Eagles are squarely in the mix for Ramsey. The Cardinals, Browns, Raiders, and others have called. The real question now, according to teams with interest in Ramsey, is if the Jaguars will trade him. So your Eagles are in the mix too, dude. How would you feel if Jalen Ramsey was an Eagle?
Why would I be mad? Like, I'll be glad. Like, as long as the Eagles get better, like that's the end all be all, right?
I don't think I can name a single. I don't think I can name a single corner on the Eagles that's like noteworthy.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's like I definitely want to beef up our defense. I mean, our offense is good.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that Deshaun Watson got hurt.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we still have other tools that we can lean on until he gets back. So, other than that, like our defense.
Did you say Deshaun Watson or Deshaun Jackson?
I'm sorry, Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what?
I'm pretty sure you knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. I just had to clear up. Deshaun Jackson gets hurt, and then, so I would definitely want to beef up our defense. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I said, we have more tools to lean on our offense, but our defense, we need to. I would definitely want that to be beefed up because I would want the Eagles to at least get close to the Super Bowl because I don't believe in my Texans can. So,
dude,
I'm sorry, dude.
Like, we're 1-1, man. It's still fresh, bro.
Two different Those two games have been way too different.
Night and day.
Night and day. Like, when they went against the Saints, I was like, y'all far exceeded my expectations. And like, that's even when they lost against the Saints.
Yeah.
And then, they won against the Jaguars. But not much. They almost lost.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? Like, where was, the version of y'all going against the Saints?
Yeah,
exactly. And now I'm looking at what I expected, what I, at first expected during, against the Saints, y'all playing like this against the Jaguars. What the hell?
I got you, yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
We'll see. I was talking to them about the little bet that we made earlier in the episode about how I said 8-8. And what would you say? Did I say 6 and? Did you say 6-10 or 7-9? What did you say?
I would say 7-9. I said the Texans were gonna have a losing season. 7-9.
Are you still sticking to that?
It could be 6-10. It doesn't matter, huh?
Are you still sticking to that, or?
The 7-9, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Because, dude, right now it's so hard to tell, man.
It is.
It's legit a flip of a coin, because they don't know what they want to be, and I'm still leaning towards it being bad. Because I still don't believe in Bill O'Brien. I believe in Deshaun Watson. I really believe in all those players. I just don't believe in Bill O'Brien. And God forbid, I fear that he might get Deshaun Watson hurt.
Knock on wood.
I legit fear that. Yeah, knock on wood. Yeah, knock on wood. But it's, I don't know, man. Something's telling me, he's going to make,
a boneheaded decision.
A dumb play, and then Deshaun Watson's going to try to save it like he usually does.
Yeah.
And Deshaun Watson's going to get himself hurt. And, man, once that happens, I'll be right outside NRG protesting Bill O'Brien loses his fucking job.
Yeah, man. I'd be right there with you, man. I'd be right there with you, too. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Because the play calling against the Saints was actually pretty good.
It was good. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this is the version a Bill O'Brien that we always needed, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like really like a lot of players picking up the slack too.
That's true.
Like
a lot of it was improv.
Let's not forget about that.
Do you think a lot of it was improvisation?
Maybe it's really hard to say.
Okay, that's fair.
It's really hard to say.
Yeah. Fair enough, dude. That's it for the NFL that I got. I was going to go into Rocket stuff. You want to stick around for that?
What wasn't new with the Rockets? Ain't a damn thing new with the Rockets, right?
Actually, they just made a signing. According to Mark Stein, they actually signed Thabo Cephalosha yesterday for league sources.
Who?
Thabo Cephalosha. He was on the Thunder with Russell Westbrook.
Okay, you need to say that 5 times fast.
Thabo Cephalosha, Thabo Cephalosha, Thabo Cephalosha, Thabo Cephalosha.
Oh my God, you're actually doing
it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. But dude was really good, pretty good from three, pretty good defender too when he was with the Thunder, and he has been for the past few seasons. So.
What y'all need is defense right now. Y'all have enough 3-point shooters, man. Y'all have enough 3-point shooters.
Well, we got another one they can defend. It was either him or Luke Mbamute. I don't know if Luke is healthy at this point, but I like Thabo Cephalosha. I like him. I like this signing. Hopefully it pans out.
Like that's fine for y'all.
That's fine.
That's fine for y'all. You know I'm a Spurs fan, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's fine for y'all. I don't really worry about y'all. I mean, I can see y'all back in it again.
What are the Spurs talking about this season, man?
Man, you know how the Spurs is. We keep everything like on the on the down low until like the season. You know.
Okay. So that's why nobody's talking about it because they're on the DL.
So everybody practicing, everybody doing their thing right now. You know.
Okay. The insider sources. Inside sources tell you these things.
Yeah, inside sources. Yeah. I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm gonna just say that he's a coach. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thanks. Really detailed analysis there. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure, man. Crazy dude. This is another thing coming from Shams Charania. The NBA and Players Association has made a ruling on Nene's 2-year, $20 million deal to return to the Rockets. Contract will keep its $2.6 million base, but will exclude the likely bonus of more than $7 million per year as a salary in trade, sources tell The Athletic. So Daryl Morey tried to be smart and pick up Nene for cheap and incentivize it so that it counted as $10 million so they could try to trade for Andre Iguodala. Mm-hmm. So guess who's the Players Association president and secretary?
Is it not Chris Paul?
So the president is Chris Paul, and guess who the secretary is?
I'm guessing Andre Iguodala.
Yes. So just the irony that a guy did it. I know, right? Think about the irony in that, right? That made me laugh. Yeah. I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, no shit. But yeah, so they canceled on that. So who knows if we can trade Nene now? But yeah, man. Yep. Oh,
fucking well.
No, fucking well. So moving on, Mark J. Spears tweets, the Hawks announced the signing of 42-year-old Vince Carter for his final season in the NBA. When Carter appears in his first game in 2020,
wait, he's going to retire a Hawk?
He will become the first NBA player to play in a game in 4 decades. Think about that.
Yeah, look, we all knew. Like, sometimes I still forget that he's still playing.
Yep.
But the fact is, like, he's gonna retire a Hawk, dude. Like, I thought he's gonna go back to was it Toronto?
No, I heard they had a falling out. Like, they didn't end on good terms.
So. Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, so he hasn't really had like a home team for a while, then, huh? Like a real home team.
Nope. He was with the Nets for a while.
Well, was the Nets? Oh, damn.
The New Jersey Nets?
That sucks. Yeah, I know. That doesn't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you know what? No, I just remembered. Damn, fucking New Jersey had a team.
New Jersey had a team.
New Jersey had a team.
What are our thoughts? What are our thoughts on New Jersey?
Huh?
What are our thoughts on New Jersey?
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything bad because we have friends that listen to this.
Okay.
So the thing I liked about New Jersey, first off, was the weather.
Okay.
It wasn't like freaking horribly hot like it is in Houston.
Of course.
It was nice, cool. It was like good 70 to 80. I was like, bro, I wasn't even sweating when I got out. Like, I was like, this
Which
is
is
life
amazing,
right now.
right? Which is amazing.
Yeah, like this is life.
This is life.
Don't know why people in Jersey tend like to flip you off while they're in their cars.
While they're
just saying,
angry.
I'm not saying anything bad.
Nope.
I'm just saying that's a fact.
It's a
Why
fact.
I'm like,
it happened.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Definitely happened.
I don't know what's with that. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? There's a shortage of trucks in New Jersey.
Shortage?
It's weird. Shortage of trucks.
Oh.
It's like no trucks.
Yeah.
Like no trucks whatsoever.
I noticed
weird.
that too, yeah.
I mean, again,
we're used to seeing trucks
like, we're from the south,
car,
so I'm so used. Yeah, exactly. And up there was like, nobody drives a truck?
Yeah.
The biggest thing I drive is a van? Huh, it's weird. Again, not saying anything bad, just saying facts. But no, I had a good experience in Jersey.
I did. Jersey was fun.
Never going to that one restaurant we went to again.
What was it called? Harold's? Harold's?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to call them out, but hey, not a cat's out of bed now. Yeah. Way too much food. Super expensive for no reason.
Yes.
Like,
there's no reason a sandwich should be $60.
Dude, my stomach still hasn't yet to recover. It's been 2 weeks.
My stomach is $60.
Still yet to recover.
That was bad. It was bad.
Yes, and it feeds 1 to 3 people.
Yeah, like who's eating a $60 sandwich? A sandwich, not even a burger. A sandwich.
Okay. We said that, and then when we got up, because obviously we couldn't finish our food, so we took it with us. When we got up and was walking out that door, we saw like 3 dudes each having their own freaking meal, their $60 meal.
And
that's supposed to be for 3 people.
Big sandwiches.
And they're just like, they're just eating it just like it's a fucking snack. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry. My stomach still hasn't recovered, bro. I still feel fat.
Yeah.
Me being in Jersey, I feel like so fucking. I feel fat. Had some good food. I just feel fat, bro.
Yep. Gotta work that off, man. It's gonna process, but
yeah.
Yeah, man, it was a good time. Definitely a good time. Congratulations to our boy Shiv. We went to his wedding. That's the whole reason we were in Jersey in the first place.
Bro, that wedding was amazing.
It was amazing, man. Definitely.
Had so much fun.
Yes, you
way
did.
Too much though.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, me. You did too.
I know. That's what I said. I said, yeah, me too. I said, me too.
Oh, okay. No, he said, yes, you did. I was like, what the fuck, you too?
Yeah, shaved a few years off my life for sure.
Yeah, bro. Like, we had to take that one day off just to sleep.
Yeah, we slept that whole. Yeah, bro, it was bad. It was bad. But yeah, God. Man, good times. Good times.
All right, great time.
Yeah, man. But all right, bro. I'll let you get back to Borderlands.
All right, bro. I'll catch you later. Well, hold on. So
you gotta sign out. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's your boy Sam Wow, aka Sham Bam Kablam, aka Sham Bam. Goddamn, signing out. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah. All right, man. Oh, man. Always a pleasure having that guy on the show, man. Always. My co-host. Couldn't do it without him, man. But yeah, without further ado, let's move on to the next thing. This is coming from Adrian Wojnarowski. He says, Adam Silver on tampering punishments. Quote, suspending executives, taking away draft picks, voiding contracts, all of those provisions are on the table. The ultimate goal is compliance. Silver says finding teams can often be the least effective avenue to rules compliance. Shows that he's kind of putting the clamps on the league when it comes to tampering, because tampering was rampant this summer. And then following that, Tim Bontemps says Adam Silver confirms he does now have the ability to take people's communication devices if he chooses to do so. Has said multiple times he does not want to take people's devices. That, however, is different than saying he won't. So that just sets a crazy precedent that is going on right now. Like, he can take people's communication devices and see what they're talking about, whether they plan on future things. And that was followed up by Adrian Wojnarowski, who says, what worries teams officials, if evidence of tampering isn't found on those devices, what else could the NBA discover that could be deemed an issue for that individual or team? The NBA is an information business, and people want to protect their information. Very solid point there. I can't argue with that. So we'll see. We'll see how they tackle this. It's kind of a slippery slope, especially with like diving into people's private lives and private business lives. So we'll see whether there's any clapback on that or any kind of fight to try to keep that information private. We'll see. Next, I want to play a clip for you on Lonzo and LeVar Ball arguing about Big Baller Brand. This was on A Ball in the Family. We've talked about LeVar Ball in extent, so I'm just going to play that clip for you real quick.
Would you change the name?
Hell no, I wouldn't change the name.
I'm just saying from a marketing standpoint.
From a marketing standpoint, regardless of what it is.
I'm just saying, that's my opinion. I'm just asking a question.
I'm just saying. Triple B is always going to be the name, on the fact that it also stands for the three Ball brothers. I'm not changing that at all.
What's your opinion on that, Joe?
I don't give a about his opinion.
I just want to hear it.
But no, listen to me, son. When I come up with a name and then somebody tell me to change it, that's like me telling me to change your name. That's like people saying, hey, change Lonzo's name to Alfonso on the fact that he's been damaged goods for the last 2 years.
The brand is demolished right now.
The brand is not demolished. Okay. That's how you feel the brand is demolished.
That's everybody feels.
Who's everybody?
The world.
The world? That's the consumers you talk to?
Yeah. It's all messed up right now.
Why is it messed up? Because one person did something bad?
He was the main person.
He wasn't the main person.
He ran everything.
Dang, he didn't run everything.
All right. That's my opinion.
Who the one signing autographs? Who the one taking the pictures?
You set it all up.
That means you're running everything as far
Yes.
as what? Who's the Big Baller brand?
All right, you got it.
Ain't no Alan Foster gear. It's Big Baller. Here's the thing. If you have a goddamn tree and a bad apple falls off the tree, you don't chop the goddamn tree down.
He was more than apple, though. He was the branch.
Cut the branch. You don't cut the whole tree down.
The tree did fall down, though.
How did the tree fall down?
Why are we restarting everything?
How did the tree fall down? I created it before Alan even got here. I said the three Ball brothers for you guys. I don't care who helped me get this started, but I come in with the vision like, you know what? We're going to have our own right here. That's why I didn't go everybody else's way.
All right, you got it.
Not about me got it.
You got it, man.
No, first of all, don't say you got it, man, to me. You're the one got to make it grow. I made you guys superstars for a reason. But if I don't do the things that I'm doing, Zell, it's just another regular old player.
Man, just listening to that is infuriating. Just talking about how he's, how can a father can say to his son, without me, you'd just be another washed up player. Like, Lonzo is Big Baller, and after everything went down with Alan Foster, his dad is still trying to push it on him. And then Lonzo just gets exasperated with the whole issue. He's just like, all right, you got it. There's no winning with LeVar Ball. So we'll see which direction it goes, man. I honestly don't know. Like, Lonzo seems like such a chill dude, but when he has to deal with family like that, who knows what can happen. So we'll see whether Big Baller Brand makes a resurgence or whether it just crashes and burns. But yeah, that's it for basketball. Let's get to baseball, especially the Astros. Ryan Presley has been activated from the injured list. He's coming back. Ryan Presley, usually our setup guy for a closer, Roberto Osuna, is coming back. So Ryan Presley is going to be in early season form. Hopefully he's all healed up because we'll need him in the playoffs, which is approaching in October, because October baseball is where we need everybody, all hands on deck. So we'll follow that. Also, Astros news. Garrett Cole reached 302 strikeouts. This is pretty unprecedented. He's up there. He made Astros history. I was actually at that game. It was remarkable to see just his, body of work in the flesh. So, with that being said, Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole are both in the running for the Cy Young. I got their stats side by side. 2019 stats. Games played, Justin Verlander 32, Garrett Cole 31. Games started 32 and 31. Innings pitched 212.2 for Justin Verlander, 200.2 for Garrett Cole. Wins 19 for JV, 18 for Garrett Cole. 6 losses for JV, 5 losses for Garrett Cole. 128 hits allowed for JV, 136 hits allowed for Garrett Cole. Earned runs 60 for Verlander, 58 for Cole. Home runs allowed 34 for Verlander, 28 for Cole. Strikeouts 283 for JV, 302 for Garrett Cole. Walks 40 for Verlander, 46 for Garrett Cole, and an ERA of 2.55 for JV and 2.61 for Garrett Cole. And WHIP is 0.79 for JV and 0.91 for Garrett Cole. So it's neck and neck. It's a lot closer than those numbers point out, but we'll monitor it closely to see who actually wins the Cy Young. Who knows? I mean, these guys have been pitching lights out, this season, so hopefully it's a toss-up between the two. I personally would be happy with either of them winning the Cy Young, but I'd like to see Garrett Cole win one, so we'll monitor that. The MLB standings, the Yankees clinched yesterday, so out of the AL East, it's the Yankees and Rays. Out of AL Central, it's Twins and Indians. Out of AL West is Astros and Athletics. And in the National League, we have, out of the NL East, we have the Braves and Nationals. NL Central, we have Cardinals and Brewers. NL West, we have Dodgers and Diamondbacks. So we will be monitoring that. UFC tonight, we have Fight Night 159. In the main card, we have Martin Bravo versus Steven Peterson for a featherweight bout. Irene Aldana and Vanessa Mello for a women's bantamweight bout. Brandon Moreno and Oscar Askarov in a flyweight bout. Then Carla Esparza versus Alexa Grasso for a women's strawweight fight. And then the main event is Yair Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens for a featherweight main event fight. You can catch that on ESPN Plus. It's in Mexico City Arena today at 7 p.m., so watch that. And that's all it for the show. Sorry guys, we couldn't have everybody in the booth today just due to certain circumstances that happened today, but we make do with what we got. And so again, tailing back to everybody in Houston, hope everybody's well. Be safe out there. There's a little more rain coming. Without further ado, my name is Justin. Sham Bam already said his goodbyes, so without further ado, thank you for showing up, thank you for listening, thank you for the support. We love you guys as always. Episode 49 is in the books. Have a good one. This is Justin signing out.